Students, you all have learned a lot of nursery rhymes and songs when you were in kindergarten or in your junior and senior KG classes. All these poems and songs had a beautiful tune, lyrics, and a nice musical tone. Students, today we will be learning about the concept of rhyme and rhythm in poetry. Let's read the lines of the beautiful poem Daffodils, written by poet William Wordsworth. I wandered lonely as a cloud that floats on high over vales and hills, when all at once I saw a crowd, a host of golden daffodils, beside the lake beneath the trees, fluttering and dancing in the breeze. This is the first stanza of this beautiful poem. Before we understand the rhyme of this stanza, let's mark all the last words in each line of the stanza. The words are cloud, hills, crowd, daffodils, trees, and breeze. Students, now let's focus on the sounds of these words. The words cloud and crowd end with a sound of letter D. The words hills and daffodils end with the sound of letters ills. Lastly, the words trees and breeze in the first stanza end with the sound of letter ease or ease. Therefore, the pair of words crowd and cloud, hills and daffodils, and trees and breeze have similar sounds at the end of each word. This is called rhyme, and these pair of words are called rhyming words. A rhyme is defined as a repetition of similar or same sounds in two more words. These words or syllables appear mostly at the end of each line of a poem or song. The matching of sounds between the last words or syllables at the end of each line is called a rhyme, and the words that rhyme together are called rhyming words. Let's look at another poetic verse and find out the rhyming words from the stanza. This verse has been written by Robert Frost in his poem Stopping by the Woods on a Snowy Evening. The woods are lovely, dark and deep, but I have promises to keep, and miles to go before I sleep, and miles to go before I sleep. Students, the words deep, keep and sleep are rhyming since the sound of the syllables eep is repeated across the four lines of the stanza. Hence, deep, keep and sleep are rhyming words. When you read this stanza of the poem, you will notice that a pattern of musical sound arises because of the rhyming words at the end of every line in the stanza. The pattern arising due to the repeated sound of the similar sounding words is called rhythm. Hence, we know that rhyming words at the end of each line of the poetic verse adds to the musical quality of the poem called as rhythm. Students, there are many such rhyming words in English which are beautifully used in a lot of poems and songs. A set of rhyming words in English is given on the screen. Notice that each of the words given ends with the syllable a and t, and the repetitive sound of at is repeated, which makes all these words rhyming. More such examples are given in your grammar workbook. You can also try to find out such rhyming words and write it down in your notebook. As you have understood the concept of rhyme and rhythm, and you can now solve all the exercises related to this topic in your workbooks.